Have you ever wondered what secrets the walls of your dorm room hold? What if I told you that beneath the laughter and late-night study sessions, a dark secret lingers, one that has haunted generations of students? Welcome to Hillcrest University, where the whispers in the corridors are more than just the echoes of footsteps, and the shadows on the walls hide more than just memories. This is the story of Hillcrest's infamous Dormitory 13, a place where the past refuses to die. Hillcrest University, known for its prestigious academic reputation, had a long-standing tradition of excellence. But among the students, it was also known for something far more sinister: Dormitory 13. Tucked away at the far end of the campus, the building had an eerie presence. Its old brick walls seemed to groan under the weight of time, and the ivy-covered facade did little to hide the darkness lurking within. Every year, the bravest of freshmen would dare to spend a night in Dormitory 13. They laughed at the stories, dismissed the warnings, and thought of it as just another urban legend. But for those who took the challenge, it was a night they would never forget. In the fall of 1989, a group of 5 freshmen decided to take on the infamous Dormitory 13 challenge. Sarah, Tom, Mike, Emily, and Jake, all friends since orientation, thought it would be a thrilling way to bond. They brought flashlights, snacks, and even a Ouija board to make the night more exciting. Sarah, always the adventurous one, suggested they start with a game to break the ice. They gathered around the Ouija board, laughing nervously as they placed their fingers on the planchette. The flickering candlelight cast dancing shadows on the walls, making the atmosphere even more unsettling. The planchette began to move. At first, they thought someone was pushing it, but the seriousness in everyone's eyes showed they weren't playing around. The board spelled out EMILY.
Who's Emily? Do any of you know an Emily?
As they continued with the game, the temperature in the room dropped suddenly. They could see their breath in the cold air. The atmosphere became heavy, almost suffocating. The laughter died down, replaced by an uneasy silence.
Guys, maybe we should stop.
But it was too late. A sound, faint at first, like distant footsteps, began to echo through the halls. The footsteps grew louder, closer, as if someone, or something, was approaching. The footsteps stopped just outside their door. Silence fell. Then 3 slow, deliberate knocks, the kind that sends a chill straight to your bones. Sarah, trying to be brave, approached the door. She took a deep breath and slowly turned the knob. The door creaked open, revealing the dark, empty hallway. Her flashlight flickered, casting shadows that seemed to move on their own. But no one was there.
Hello? Is anyone out there?
There was no answer, just the faint sound of the wind outside. Sarah turned back to her friends, trying to force a smile. "See? It's just the wind," she said. But as she closed the door, a faint whisper brushed past her ear, sending a chill down her spine. "Help me." The voice was soft, barely audible, but it was there. Curiosity got the better of them. Sarah suggested they go to the library to find out more about the mysterious Emily. Maybe it would help them understand what was happening. They gathered their things and made their way to the campus library, the silence of the night pressing down on them. They found a dusty box of old newspapers and began to sift through them. And then they saw it. A headline from October 1969. "Student mysteriously dies in Dormitory 13." The article detailed the tragic story of Emily Harris, a sophomore who had been found dead in her dorm room. No signs of foul play, no evidence of suicide, just a lifeless body with no apparent cause of death. The more they read, the colder the room seemed to become. Emily Harris had been well-liked, a quiet girl who kept to herself. But in the weeks leading up to her death, she had started talking about strange dreams, hearing voices, and seeing things that weren't there. Her friends thought she was just stressed from her studies. But now, reading about her fate, the group couldn't help but wonder, Were they experiencing the same thing? As they pieced together the story, a soft whisper began to fill the room. "Help me." The voice was clearer now, echoing through the aisles of books. The group froze, hearts pounding in their chests. The temperature dropped, their breath visible in the cold air.
Did you hear that? It's her. It's Emily.
We need to leave. Now!
They ran, fear propelling them down the empty corridors. The sound of footsteps echoed behind them, growing faster, closer. They could feel the presence closing in, the shadows stretching out to grab them. They burst through the doors of Dormitory 13, gasping for breath, slamming the doors behind them. But as they looked at each other, they knew they hadn't escaped. The darkness was still with them. The story of Emily Harris was more than just a tragic tale. It was a warning that the past never truly dies. And as our group of friends would soon discover, Dormitory 13 had its own secrets. Secrets that would not rest until they claimed another victim. The question remains, will they find the truth, or will they too become part of the legend? What really happened to Emily Harris? And why does her spirit still haunt Dormitory 13? Will our group of friends survive the night, or will they become a part of the legend? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Spectral Stories for more chilling tales. You never know what might be lurking in the shadows.